Hey guys, this is Mr. H. Hey, this is another question where they're asking us to use a quadratic formula, but they want us to find the exact roots. So that's what we're going to do. The exact roots just means that you cannot calculate the square root part. You have to leave it as a square root. So we're going to do basically what we did in the last problem. And let me show you. Again, the only thing that you really need to do is show that you know how to use a quadratic formula for these. Minus 6. So this is going to be 3, 3, 1, 1, negative 6. And then once you've done this, grab the calculator. Okay, so let me go grab it. And we're going to grab, and we're just going to enter that equation. So x squared plus 3x minus 6. Boom. Now, again, we need the minimum. We need the minimum. We're going to do menu 62. Come here, go here. And just like we had in the last video, we have some fractions. So we got to convert these decimals or we got decimals. We want to convert these into fractions, and then we'll have our answer. So from here, I'm just going to go to the home screen, and I'm going to put in a negative 1.5. And then I'm going to do menu 22. So that's going to be a negative 3 over 2. I can put that down. And then the second part was a negative 8.25. Remember, we got to take the positive of that. So it's going to be 8.25. And then we're going to do menu 22. Now, that's 33 over 4. So I'm going to write that and show you what you should be doing with that. So let me go back to my iPad. So now, and let me get rid of this other part for now, full screen. All right, so check it. So I just took the y value that's been put in as a fraction, and I just have to take the square root of the top and the square root of the bottom. What you should see is square root of 33 cannot be simplified. And even if it could, you don't have to do it because it just says, I want the exact solution. Now, this square root of 4 needs to be simplified. So it's going to be x equals a negative 3 over 2 plus or minus square root of 33 over 2. This is our answer, all right? You cannot leave that square root of 4 on the bottom. You have to do something with that. You cannot leave a square root on the bottom. They don't like those. All right, so our answer is a negative 3 over 2. That was the negative 1.5 part. And then we took the negative 8.25. We converted it into a fraction. We took the positive part of that, and that's 33 over 4. And then we just took the square root of the y value, the positive y value. And that's it. So if we go back to the problem right here, our answer, I'm going to write it, I'll write it as part 2. So we're going to do a negative 3 over 2. Let me make this a little smaller so we can get this done. Over 2. And then it's going to be plus or minus, we got another fraction. This is going to be square root of 33. Boom, boom. And then on the bottom, it's going to be 2. And then you submit it. And they say, nicely done. All right. So remember, when they ask you for the exact, it's basically the same as simplifying the radical, except that you don't have to simplify the radical, but you can still go through the same process. Just graph the equation. If the leading coefficient is 1, just find the minimum, and whatever the minimum is, those are going to be the x part, and you're going to use the x part and the y part to kind of put together the equation. That's it. Let me stop and post this.